We've made it to Wootton Under Edge. 29 miles to do tomorrow. We both said we're never going to do this again, but we say this every single time, so I think we're both too stupid to learn. Nope. You're hearing him. Wootton's nice though. So if you ever wondered what Wootton Under Edge looks like at about 2 in the morning, this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to the local church where they'll accept anybody that's on a pilgrimage, and we're going to go and pitch our tent. We'll try and have a brew inside. All I can say is for now, I will speak to you in a bit. Morning guys. Well, last night was fun. We ended up in pouring rain. We are in Wootton on Edge, and I've got a few bits of drying off to do on my tent. It's got drenched last night. Aaron has as well. Bit of a soaked tent, and we've got a couple of minutes to dry it all off, probably before it starts to rain again. Anyway, like I said, we'll shoot, quick pack up, shoot off. Oh, it's just what you need, a couple of bells. Tent's coming down, and in a minute we'll be leaving No Trace at Naturehike. Alright, certainly is. Big No Trace. Aaron's taking his bin bag with him. Cut the poles and we're off. Thank you, St Mary's. Ah, the fortunes of the Cotswolds way. And then we pan to this one. So we are just leaving Wootton on Edge, and we've got roughly, I believe, 29 miles left. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, we're hoping to get to as close to Bath as possible and possibly pitch up, or failing that, if we actually do get into Bath, then we're going to try and go for a hostel and end the hike on a wild one, but a nice one. Possibly not though, because we are due rain all day, so that's obviously going to hinder us a bit. Anyway, have a look at this river. I'm going to shed a few clothes off now, because that is not the best trail coming out of Wootton. That's what I mean. Clothes are coming off. It's going to get hot. I think no flat trail. Look at the chicken of the woods. Just a quick one for any of you that are wild camping it. This is the field where we wild camped on the first night of doing south to north on the Cotswolds way. Now that's just before going down into that steep track into Wootton. So like I said, nice little field there, and it is lovely. Bearing in mind though, I don't know in the future if it's going to turn to crops. So
on top of the world for 5 minutes before I go down another hill to then climb back up again. That's what it's all about. Look at my puffy eyes. This is the glamorous side of long distance walks. I haven't washed for 3 days. I smell horrific. My body's in pieces. I am living the dream. This is what life's about, mate. Getting outside and experiencing nature.
I remember coming up this hill. We came up here at night, and oh my god, and it was terrible. In fact, I think there was like a little stream coming down here. Put it this way, you wouldn't want to come up here during winter. Not the nicest of trails, but it does look epic.
That is some serious hornage there.
David Gray, supposedly.
I can't stop laughing about this. So there's another, at the moment, it's not just the Cotswold Way trail that we was following, it's another trail, because it connects up to it. But Aaron was a couple of 100 metres in front of me and he decided to go off to the right and follow this trail. But funny enough, on the signpost, it said follow that trail, but the actual Cotswold's Way trail was probably 400 metres down the road, issuing you to go off to another direction. So he's gone off. I've shouted him many times, even sent him a photo and a message on WhatsApp to say you've gone the wrong way. So he'll catch up, he's a good lad. He's a strong boy. Although I've just heard him going, "Rah!" in the woods. Back after taking a stint on the Monarch Way, but let's just bear in mind he probably just wanted to know what the Monarch Way was like. So doing half a mile to a mile, he's happy with it. He doesn't know if he's going to do it again, but he did come back and decide to stay on the Cotswold's Way with me. He's alright, he's caught up, although I'm hoping in the last bit of footage where I spoke about us splitting up, you might hear him in the distance like roaring like a tiger. Desperation of going the wrong way, I suppose. But anyway, so if you remember this place from the south to north videos, obviously we came through here at dusk, and I believe I'll stick the silhouette of this place up in the corner of what it looks like in the evening. But yeah, last time we travelled through here it was basically nightfall, and obviously today we're on our way back to Bath, so different kind of perspective, to be honest. I do apologise, I can't video too much at the moment, I'm getting soaked.
Hello there, this is not a new belly that I've grown on the trail, this is my front pack, trying to keep it dry because it's hammering it down at the moment. We stomped some miles out this morning, but we're just sheltering from the rain because it's pissing it down. Here's Big Man Phil. My little coffee making kit down there, just having 15 minutes. We haven't stopped so far yet really this morning, so this is long overdue. I think I'm going to enjoy my coffee and have 10 minutes R&R.
We're ready to hit the road again. Of course it's been raining and we are just ready to hit the road again. It's all about preparation prevents poor performance. And I believe I thrive on not hitting that poor performance. I thrive on putting myself first and always being first. Okay, I may look like Raiden off of Mortal Kombat, but believe me, I am the camp version. Let's go. Afternoon, ladies. You okay?
Yeah, you?
Good, good. Come on, us. Well, my little colourful hat didn't work out. The rain is just too hard for that. I'm taking salvage or taking a little bit of a time under the pouring rain. As you can see, it's nice. Kids. Hello. Hello. Right, anyway. Here we go again. I just had a nice bit of Coke in the pub just up the road. What's this place called?
Chip and Sodbury, something like that. Old Sodbury.
Old Sodbury. Without further ado, it's time to put the little waterproof full-class pants on. So it's time to waterproof up. Let's crack on. Just sorry, I have not much to say to anybody or anything at this point. It is pissing raining, has been for the last 4-5 hours, soaked through. I ain't saying nothing, I don't want to be on camera, I don't want to get my other camera out, so enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah. Lovely in there.
Well, this is the state of me. Wetter than an otter's pocket now. We have been stomping in the rain all day. Everything's soaked and it isn't easing up. Trouble is because the fields are so wet, it's like walking through porridge, so you can't even get your head down and stomp the miles out because you're just trying to stay on your feet. Slightly annoying.
That was from the first time we came down here. Poor old Aaron is absolutely drenched, so he's had to sack it off. Me, I've got about 11 miles left. The weather just makes you enjoy it, doesn't it? Right, like I said, it's going to be a wet 10 miles. So there's nothing left to do but just crack on.
Right, let's check these feet out. I haven't got anything on this one. The other ones have got some compedes on, so there you go. That's what we're walking all day. Oh, look at that. Look at that big old blister right in there. Look at the state of it. Yeah, so I've been walking for about 10 miles with that bad boy. And this isn't the one that was giving me any jip, but as you can see, my feet look like they're going to fall apart. Probably look like an old man's nutsack, actually, in all fairness. Right, this is the one that I did have a few hot spots on yesterday and put some compedes on, so this one's probably not going to be much prettier. Yeah, boy, look at that. I will put all of this in the bin. I've carried my trash for 90 odd miles, so... there we go, look at that.
If there's one thing I've noticed on the Cotswolds Way, there's no churches that are actually unlocked. Now, I don't know if you understand, but you're supposed to keep your churches unlocked for people that are on pilgrimages. Hence, that's what I'm on. Quite disappointing, because every one that I did on the coast to coast, they were all open, and I was quite amazed at that. I wasn't very happy. You know, a cup of tea would be really nice, especially about now. In the last 6 hours in the rain, it's only just stopped.
So that's all blister, that whole... So I have been tramping on with bad feet. I mean, like I said, it started raining about 10 o'clock this morning and it hasn't stopped. And my feet have been wet the entire time. It is now 18:30. So went as far as I could. It wasn't even my feet that were doing me in. It was the fact that in the back of my mind, I was like, if we don't get there in time for this train, which we weren't going to, the going was so slow. I just knew it would have been horrific tonight for me. Phil's all right. He's got Gore-Tex boots on, full waterproofs. So he's happy as Larry. I tried to do it a different way. I don't really like Gore-Tex that much. Makes my feet sweat too much, but you pay the price when the weather turns. I mean, the forecast wasn't saying this amount of rain. So again, you live and you learn. I've enjoyed it. Put my body through a test. Live to fight another day. Back in the gym tomorrow. Happy days.
Nice to see this place again, but at least it tells me that I've got 9 miles to Bath. That means roughly 2 miles of it will be city. Let's crack on. Alright guys, look at them. And then I've got my little furry friend in my way. Let's hope he don't kick me in the arse on the way out, shall we? Cheers, brother. You must be the grey one. Eight miles to go. 8 miles. Alright, let's give you an update on the situation. It's about just gone up at 7, 25 to 8, and Aaron has informed me all his kit is soaked, and I mean proper soaked. So what I need to do now, bearing in mind he lives in Evesham and my car is in Evesham, I now need to get to the train station as quick as I can down in Bath. So, like I said, 2 hours, probably not going to make it. I believe there's another train at 10, but poor old Aaron started off with a bad back and finished off with soaking wet kit. So all I can say is right now, I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to get it done. As you can see, I'm at a bit of nightfall now, going through the woods. Oh no, that big old boy. Right, I know I can't see you and you can't see me because you'll have the torch in your face. But at the moment, I'm just going past an old place called the Old Oak House. Now, I'll put a link up in the top right-hand corner, because if you ever find out where to go in this place, it's absolutely awesome. But I'm not far now from the race course, so as soon as I hit the race course, I'll show you that, and then I'm going to have to run down the hill because I ain't got long to get to the train. I don't know if I'm going to make it, so yeah. I've never ever had such a nightmare as what I've had today. But wow, what a trail this has been. Alright, well, I'm just going through the golf course now, just up from Bath, and then it'll be on to the, what do they call it, the race course. Oh, I'm on a losing battle. Just what I wanted to see. All trails has just failed on me. I believe there's the little hut Aaron and I was in last time. Right, let's go. Hello, Mr. Racecourse. Oh. I don't realise how many fields you've got. Whoa! I don't realise how many fields you've got to go through to get to the racecourse. And when it's at night, this ain't no fun journey. Come through there, and then you come down to this chair with a lovely overview of Bath, and I've got no excuses. I've got to get down there. Right now it's 20:31. I'm at the top by the race course. Let's see how quick we can get down here. It's a big old fence, that is. No, don't freak yourself out, guys. Right, if I can get through this gate in the next couple of minutes and down the last bit of hill, and I've done that in half hour. Oh, I'm absolutely chuffed. I managed to get down the top, from the top to the bottom in 29 minutes. Oh, fuck. And I am now in Bath. Started at 8 o'clock in the morning 2 days ago. It's now Wednesday evening at exactly 9 o'clock, and we'll talk in a bit. Well, I wanted to make it to the Royal Crescent Hotel and Spa, and I've done it, but now I need to hop down to the centre and get to my train. Whoa! Alan, I'm just sorry you couldn't make it with me, mate. I know you had some serious kit issues, but I think your back was the main thing. But well done, mate. You made it 10 miles from the place, but it was a battle, and I think once your kit's gone, your kit's gone. Now I've got a train to get on.